Alright, so it's the night before our KFL match on Orange Lake. The last KFL match, I didn't really get a lot of footage. In fact, the majority of the footage I got was pretty much unusable. A lot of wind, and just I wasn't catching it. I missed a bunch of fish. We should have won it, but I feel really bad because I felt like I blew it. We lost it by 2 inches, and I ended up in a spot where I probably could have caught 2 or 3 more big ones and ended it, but I got there too late. I got there with like maybe 20 minutes left. I caught 5 fish in 20 minutes. 2 of them counted. One was 21, one was 18, and then I got 2 that are right around 15, which were too small to go on our board. But I missed probably 2 or 3 throughout the day. There were 18, 19 inches that would easily have just thrown us over. We would have been over the 200 inch mark. That's on me. I did not fish clean. Part of it was I didn't get the chance to go out and pre-fish, and when I got down there, both Matt and I struggled that day. We kind of found out that the water had been raised at Fellsmere by probably anywhere from 8 to 12 inches. So a lot of the stuff that we had was completely different, and just not being out there the previous week really hurt. And unfortunately, the guys that we were fishing against had the time to take off and go fish multiple days on top of it. So that being said, we're on their home lake. We're going up to Orange Lake, but we're feeling pretty good. From what we can tell, they're not really on anything big, and they're saying that they're on these types of fish, but we're pretty sure that they're making that up. It looks like, and I think that if we get to 180, we win. I think we win with 170 too. I think anything between 160 and 170, we're good. Anything below 160 or at 160, I think it's going to be close. Orange Lake has a lot of big fish in it, but really it's fishing kind of tough. And I think a lot of those big fish that get reported to trophy catch and stuff really come from Loch Lusa, because a lot of the fish that get reported are during tournaments, and the weigh-in is typically at Orange Lake, not Loch Lusa. So I'm pretty confident, and that's also information coming from a boater who fishes his tourney south. You see a lot of the big fish come from Loch Lusa. There are big fish inside of Orange. Don't get me wrong, but he said the majority of them seem to come from the other lake. So we're gonna go out tomorrow. We have a game plan. I think the game plan is first 2 hours is gonna be critical, because after that the water heats up to about 95 degrees, and it's dirty and there's not a lot of cover. So it's gonna be can I get to the spot with those pads? Can I get 5 or 6 fish that are on the board, even if they're not huge, and then it's just a punch game. I think if we average around 16 inches on the board, and then just have 2 or 3 kickers that are over 20, I think we'll do okay. And my buddy Jason he's had some big ones on. The rest of us are all kind of around that, anywhere from 14 to 17, 18 being the biggest. So we have a game plan tomorrow. We're going to see what happens. I got to get up super early. It's a 2-hour drive. I'm going to get gas right now. It's going to take a full tank of gas to get up there and get back. It's a long drive. It's just about 2 hours, no matter if I leave like early in the morning, or it doesn't matter if I travel like 80 miles an hour up on the highway or the turnpike. It doesn't matter. It takes just about 2 hours to get there. So I'm going to leave at 2:30, get there 4:30, hopefully load up and launch by 5, and then we're going to have to just sit in a spot and hope that the planning that we've done the past 2 weeks and the kind of patterning holds. We'll see. The wind is going to be almost the exact same it has been last week. There might be a little bit more water in the lake. We got some decent rain, but I don't think it's going to affect it that much. All right, finally there's enough light where we can kind of see. But to be honest, one thing has me worried about this spot. The birds that are normally here aren't here. So we'll see what happens once that sun comes up. You gotta be kidding me. Shoot. That feels good. Oh. Shoot, he got off. I'll stay on. Dang it. Again, always right under the pad. I don't think he's very big. Nope, he's still up. Again, not very big. Aw, come on. Alright, I'm gonna keep telling myself that big thing that smashed the bait was not a bass. And the line didn't break, the leader pulled through. I'm pretty sure it wasn't though, just the way it hit. And the splash afterwards, I think is a big gar, to be honest. Like a big gar. The bird's kind of pushed off. It straight up tells me that the feeding frenzy for the morning is done. I'm not seeing any more fish come up and pop the surface. So I think we're about done. I'm gonna have to re-rig my punch setup because for some reason, and I'm glad it happened, don't get me wrong, I'm glad it happened, it just fell off into the water. Just clean fell off, so something's probably wrong with the knot. And like I said, I'm glad it happened because if it happened now, it didn't happen when I had a fish on. It's my one concern with punching is that I have 2 ounce weight on now instead of a 1 ounce, which ideally it's better. It's going to get down through the thicker stuff, but I'm hoping that the rate of fall is not what was getting those fish. Didn't have any bites here last time, but we're going to roll up in here and check it. That's a good one. Oh. Should set the hook harder. It's 2 ounce weight. I did all the practice fishing with 1 ounce. Man, can't have that happen. I knew there had probably be one in here somewhere. They're busting up there, and that's where they were the last time I was catching them. We'll move up there. This was just a minor inconvenience. It's okay. It's all good. That line got slack when he came up out of there. I really should have just muscled him in instead of when he hit. I got scared and stopped lifting. That's when the line went slack. I should have just muscled him straight in. It's all good. Day's early. Let's keep going. This guy might count. might be 14. Yeah. Too small. This one will count. He may not count. Oh, he does. 14. Get 14 and a quarter out of him. Thanks for playing, bub. Every now and then something goes wrong, and I'm pretty sure I picked up like the baby bandito bugs. Like, the other ones I have are much larger. I picked up the wrong size. Shoot! Come on, man. Ugh. I don't know if that was a fish or not. I just got excited. Oh, the claws are gone. So I might have one under this mat here. Change the batteries out real quick. Pinchers were gone when I brought it back up, so I'm pretty sure it was a fish. How big? I don't know. Would like to find out though, and I had another one explode over here to my left, to my right. Oh shoot. I don't think he's gonna cut it. Yeah, no. Just happened to cast out there, wanted to sit for a second. Working kind of slow. And he grabbed it. He didn't let go. Line just kind of watched the line bend. This one might count. No, I think he's short too. Stick. He's short. We'll measure him. Short. All right, we're gonna make a run back to where we were this morning. It's been had long enough to kind of cool down. I know there's still fish there. The thing is, can I get him to bite? Up here, I'm just catching dinks. I need to see if I can get a couple decent ones. Help the team out. I think he's too small. Yeah. All right, welcome to the inside of my messy garage. But the tournament's over. Camera got super hot. It was super hot that day, like really hot. But what really kind of worked early in the morning was this right here, which is, let's see if I can find a way to show it. It's this right here. And that's just a small Kayak impact shad with a underspin on it, flashy swimmer underspin. And I knew that those fish were hitting on shad early in the morning, and I was like, if I can get here, I can maybe catch some. The idea was to hopefully get a limit, or not even a limit, but at least like 3 or 4 that were 14 plus, and it just didn't happen. I got one out of that area. I got another one punching. I missed one good one, which really would have helped out, at least boost our numbers some. It would have been at least a 4-inch call, but for whatever reason, it did not happen. John had another MVP day. He won MVP for the week, which is great for him. Kudos to him on that, because he's just been fishing out of his mind this season. I've not been fishing out of my mind this season, and I don't know why, but we had numbers there. Me and Jason were up in that area. He caught, I think, 2 or 3, but he only caught a few fish that day, but he was punching real hard, real deep, thick stuff. And I knew where the fish were at. I missed one that really, really kind of hurt my ego a bit, but other than that, you know, for the most part, we had it on lock. The numbers were there. The first time I was there, I caught some 16s and 17s. Second time I was there, the fish were there. This time, the size wasn't there for whatever reason, and it had been a week. But
The team is, we won, so here's the final score, and we're off to the next game. The next game is going to be on Okeechobee for me. The guys are going to fish Tenor Rock against the Slayers. Hopefully they'll do really well there. And then Okeechobee is probably going to be our toughest game because it's against the Coosa Kingfishers, who are #1 ranked right now. But we think we can deal them a loss. We'll see what happens. Going to go pre-fish coming up and hopefully find something and kind of figure out where these fish are at. Summertime in Okeechobee is tough, but we think we can grind it out. So we'll see if we can get something figured out. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there.